Hi all, myself Divya Sarabudla, an assistant professor from CSC department from KG Reddy College of Engineering and Technology. Um, Now I am dealing the subjects in the current year, software process and project management. That is an elective subject for final years. So what exactly I have chosen the topic from the third year, that is the topic name is work breakdown structure. So this is an important topic for your external exams also. So what exactly work breakdown structure is? Dividing your complex projects to simpler and manageable tasks is the process identified as work breakdown structure. So larger projects can be managed into chunks or small pieces in order to simplify and manageable tasks. The process that we used is called as the work breakdown structure. So usually the project managers use this method for simplifying the project execution. So in work breakdown structure, the larger tasks are broken down to manageable chunks of the work, so that these chunks can be easily supervised and can be easily estimated. So the work breakdown structure is not specifically to such a software field. It can be in any field. It is not restricted to a specific field when it comes to an application. This methodology can be used for any type of project management. So can anyone tell me? So can anyone tell me what are the main reasons for work breakdown structure? So so these are the main reasons for creating a work breakdown structure in a project. The first one is accurate and readable project organization, and second is accurate assignment of responsibilities to the project team. Third one indicates the project milestones and control points, helps to estimate the cost, time, and risk. And the last one is illustrate the project scope, so the stakeholders can have a better understanding of the same. So the very first one is accurate and readable project organization. Suppose if you take any project related activity like a larger project, so the main reason is accurate and readable project organization. By seeing the work in small chunks, breaking the larger project into smaller chunks is called as a work breakdown. The process is called as a work breakdown structure, right? So the main reasons for work breakdown structure is if the project is larger, you cannot understand what is the main aim of the project. You cannot predict. So if you divide the work into chunks, you can accurate and readable project organization and the equal responsibilities to the project team. You can assign all the work, you can distribute the work easily to all the project team. And also it indicates some project milestones and control points. That means in smaller chunks you have individual outcomes, right? Individual outcomes for every piece of module. So from that you can deliver a project milestones. So control points can be mentioned and helps to estimate the cost, time and risk. So how much the budget you can expect, how much time it is taking to complete a project, and what are the risks are associated with the project. These can be identified easily if you divide the project into smaller chunks. And the last one is project scope. Illustrate the project scope so the stakeholders can have a better understanding of the scale. See, that means all the persons who involved directly or indirectly or in a project is are called as a stakeholder, right? So all the stakeholder can have a clear idea about the project scope. So these are the main reasons for breaking down the work. So what are the main goals? The goals of work breakdown structure are, see here. So before going to construct a work breakdown structure, we have to keep in a mind before achieving the goals of work breakdown structure, we have to construct a work breakdown structure. So, to construct a work breakdown structure, the very first point is identifying the main deliverables of a project. You have to identify what is the main outcome of the project, what is the main deliverable of a project. That is the starting point for a deriving a work breakdown structure. So, to derive a work breakdown structure, you have to know the main outcome or the main deliverable of the project. So, this important step is usually done. How you will identify the project outcome? That is that is usually done by the project managers and the subject matter experts who involved in the project. So after completion of the first step, the subject matter experts start breaking down the high level task into smaller chunks of work. In that process, one can break the down into different levels of detail. You can detail higher levels, lower levels, lower levels, only kept in higher levels. That is their choice. So therefore, in general, we can say that we have to follow few rules used for determining the smallest task chunk. So if you take 2 weeks, the project is should complete in the 2 weeks. For 2 weeks project, nothing is broken down into smaller than 2 weeks of work. So for either time, no need of using work breakdown structures for smaller projects, right? So this means the smallest task of the work breakdown structure is at least 2 week long. That is the rule. That is the main rule. So above 2 weeks, if the project is above 2 weeks time to complete the project, then you have to use work breakdown structure methodology. Okay. One more rule is the first rule is what is the first rule? The first rule is above the project should time of the project should be above 2 weeks long and 8 by 80. That is one more rule. So this rule implies that no task should be smaller than 8 hours of work and should not be larger than 80 hours of work. 8 by 8 rule. 8 by 80 rule. So what is that rule? The rule says that no task should be smaller than 8 hours of work and should not be larger than 80 hours of work. So you have to maintain the work in this 8 by 80 rule. Then only you have to apply work breakdown structure methodology. So work breakdown structure can be in many forms. It may be like tree structure. It may be some form of list or tables. Okay. You can mention 1.1, 1.2, 2.1 like that indexing. Anyways, you can break down the work. So what are the main goals? So the rules are, there are two rules. One is the project should be more than 2 weeks, then only you have to apply work breakdown structure methodology. And second rule is 8 by 80 rule. That is the minimum work should be 8 hours and maximum work should be 80 hours. Then only you can apply work breakdown structure. And it can be of many forms. One maybe tree structure or tables, list. You can use any format for creating the constructing the work breakdown structures. So there are many design goals for work breakdown structure. So we can found some of the goals of work breakdown structure as this. The first goal is giving visibility to important work efforts. So the main goal of work breakdown structure is giving the visibility to important work effects and giving visibility to risky work effects. And third one, illustrate the correlation between the activities and deliverables. Show clear ownership by task leaders. So these are the main goals of work breakdown. If you divide the work into smaller chunks, you have to achieve these goals, giving visibility to important work efforts, visibility to risky work efforts also, and should maintain the correlation between the activities and deliverables. Show clear ownership by task leaders. Suppose if you are taking the project like developing an online website like kgr.ec.in. So how you will, what is the main goal? You have to mention the work breakdown structure for that website, and ultimate goal is ultimate goal is what are the how the website should look like. The visibility is important. And what are the risky work factors? So if you are going to implement that module, how it will be affected to other modules? So that should also maintain in WBS, and should maintain the correlations between the activities and deliverables, right? So correlation between individual modules is important, like correlation between students, faculties, exam branch, admin team, fee structure. So there should be a correlation between the activities and as well as outcomes. And show clear ownership by task leaders. So who will manage the that website? Who will maintain that website? Should the work background structure should cover all these goals. Okay. The next one we see the example for work breakdown structure diagram. Here in a WBS diagram, the project scope is graphically expressed. The scope of the project is graphically expressed. The diagram should start with a graphic object or a box at the top, which represents the entire project, the project title. Then after there are subcomponents under the box. So these boxes represent the deliverables of the project. Deliverables of the project. There are sub-elements listed. These sub-elements are the activities that should be performed in order to achieve the deliverables. So this diagram shows our software project. So that is the main project title, you can say that. So software project may include project management, technical design, testing. So these are the activities. Under this we have the sub-elements under project management. So these sub-elements are the activities that should be performed in order to achieve the deliverables. Okay, project management, technical design, testing are the deliverables. Under this we have the subcomponents like that. This is an example diagram for work breakdown structure. So you can use Gantt chart is used for tracking the progression of the task delivered by the work breakdown structure. So this is the example diagram. Here the deliverables of software project, any software project, here you consider project management, technical design, testing. So under project management, in order to achieve project management outcome deliverable, we have to follow these activities. One is project charter, plan, schedule, requirements document, timekeeping, weekly PMIs reports, meeting agendas, minutes of meetings, by forming some committees, steering committee, technical committee, like that. So in order to achieve the outcome of project management, these are the activities that should be followed. So in technical design also, in order to achieve technical design milestone or outcome, we have to follow feasibility assessment, In that data import mappings, data export mappings, and design documents, design overview, design of servers, databases, interfaces, screens. So the name itself is technical design. Now to achieve technical design, we have to follow these activities. So last one is testing. In testing again, testing is the training is also there. Testing is the deliverable. Now to achieve testing deliverables, we have to follow the activities as unit testing, checklist, system testing, user acceptance UAT, user acceptance test, training. Under training again, scheduling, presentation materials, users guide, feedback, surveys. This is a simple work breakdown structure diagram. So the main purpose of work breakdown structure is dividing the larger projects into smaller chunks in order to achieve the sustainable project, you can say that, effective project. That is, the topic name is work breakdown structure. So this is an important topic for your external exams also. So what exactly work breakdown structure is? Dividing your complex projects to simpler and manageable tasks is the process identified as work breakdown structure. So lastly, I can say that the conclusion of work breakdown structure is the efficiency of work breakdown structure can determine the success of a project. Yes, is it correct? If the work breakdown structure is correct, that means effectively designed, you can achieve a project without any flaws, without any errors. And the work breakdown structure provides the foundation for all project management work, including planning, cost, effort estimation, resource allocation, and scheduling. So, by seeing the work breakdown structure itself, the project management work can be included here. What is the job of project manager? You should plan, you should budget the project, you should allocate the resources, you should schedule the project. So all can be allotted at a time by seeing the work breakdown structure. Which last one is, therefore one should take creating work breakdown structure as a critical step in the process of project management. So this is the conclusion of the topic, that is work breakdown structure usage. That's all. Thank you.